Janice, are you there?
At your service, sir.
Give me some of that dating foolishness.
Will do, sir.
She cares about how much money do you make? How tall are you? How physically fit are you? What's your community status?
Female dating coach explains how women evaluate men for dating. Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Dating. We're living in some interesting times. The truth can no longer be denied. There are all kinds of studies that confirm many things the manosphere has been talking about for decades, especially when it comes to that dating foolishness. With a trashy dating market, what does a dating coach do to help men be successful with the opposite sex? And I'm not talking about getting laid. I'm talking about a serious relationship. Because the information that this dating coach is going to provide in this video is part of the reason why 50% of individuals between the ages of 18 and 34 are single. And why 63% of men under 30 are opting out of the dating market. They choose to remain single. So let's talk about it. Now it's time for us to get into this and do what we gotta do. Because we men.
Have you ever wondered how women rate men for dating? Or are you concerned that women expect too much these days? Are you losing hope in dating because you think women's expectations are too high when it comes to dating? Today I'm going to share with you 2 basic ways that women evaluate men for dating. Generally speaking, not all women are the same. These are 2 very different methods. If this first type of woman, if you find that depressing and you feel like you don't measure up to it or won't ever measure up, make sure you hang around for the second one. So what are these 2 ways that women evaluate men for dating? This first type of woman, she looks for status. She cares about how much money do you make? How tall are you? How physically fit are you? What's your community status? What resources do you have? How good do you make her look when she's standing next to you? How conventionally attractive are you? What's your job title? It is all about what do you have and how do you look.
We should know this by now, right? Attraction is not a choice. Women naturally look for status, wealth, and power. There are studies that confirm this natural tendency of women to be attracted to status, wealth, and power when it comes to men. The manosphere exposes this dating foolishness on a daily basis. Now, let's take it a step further, how this evaluation affects the online dating market.
Once a guy can land the first date, usually he's capable of taking a little bit further. It's honestly just getting the first date. I've helped people a lot with dating profiles. Their dating profiles are trash. Once a man, one of my really good friends is actually a dating app photographer. Very lucrative business.
Wow.
Good to know.
Yeah, it's honestly, he does amazing work.
Terrible.
But once he completely revamps their profiles, because women look at a profile for a significant
First photo.
Yeah, like that's it, and they're done. They're automatically, they'll find the smallest ick.
So what has made the most successful dating profiles for men? What do those profiles look like?
Honestly,
listen to
less
this.
of the basically putting it's making the man look more successful.
Woo! This is pure gold. Shout out to whatever for this clip. Fellas, do not forget that looks are also part of status. The sisterhood will accept a broke, good-looking man. We all know that women will break the rules for Chads and Tyrones. At least for a while, because there is no romance without finance. What the dating coach said about the guy landing the first date is exactly the problem for most men, because most people look average. That's why it's not a coincidence that most men are invisible to most women. Exactly why men stop approaching women, because they get rejected 9 out of 10 times purely because they don't look the part. Tinder Swindle is pure gold because it exposes female nature and how women break the rules for chats and Tyrones.
Now, there are men that also look for these things in women. The problem with this kind of approach is that when or if you lose those things, these people will likely bail on you because you don't make them look good anymore. You don't have physical assets that they can benefit from anymore. If someone has broken up with you, I would not jump to the conclusion that it was because of this. There are so many reasons that relationships can end, but this is one of the biggest challenges for women or men that look for status when they're dating. So that brings me to the second type of woman. And this is the woman who looks for ACC. ACC stands for attraction, chemistry, and compatibility. There are also men who fall into this category. Now, here's the challenge with this one. It's not logical. It's not a list of qualities that you can just achieve or gather up and then all of a sudden feel like you're good enough for women.
She's right. And that's exactly why these dating apps don't work, especially for men. We made this video about a woman using men for these foodie dates, foodie calls. A study revealed that 1/4 to 1/3 of heterosexual women have gone on a date with a guy they weren't interested in, just for a free meal. And this is what the abundance of attention does with the selection process. Modern women take advantage of men's resources, and this only makes it harder to connect with them because you need to believe. We made a video asking this question: do you believe her? You're not gonna build chemistry if you don't believe a person is genuinely interested. If status and wealth is the basis that these women talk to men at all, the chats and Tyrones are seeing these women for recreational use only, and the bottom 80-90% are constantly discouraged by these women from going out with them. And that's really messed up because it's the emotional chemistry, not the sexual chemistry, that prevents and cures loneliness.
And then there's compatibility. Compatibility is essentially about your priorities and how do your priorities line up with that other person's priorities. It's the values that you have that you can share together, and especially core values. At the end of the day, what's most important to you? And does that work with what's most important to that person that you're dating or getting to know? Do you fit together well? I hope that you can see you don't have to have all of the physical assets in order to meet an amazing woman that would value and love you for who you are.
This is where the bus driver question comes in, right? We heard stories of dating coaches who quit because they were tired of these unrealistic expectations of women. You can be compatible, you can have the same interests, but is this woman willing to date down? Because women in general don't want to date down. And that's why we don't listen to what women say. We watch what they do, because actions speak louder than words. And the modern woman has spoken. That's why you need to protect yourself at all times. Might as well be working. This video has officially been highlighted.